in 580-304, it's not 3 copies. It says the initiating tribunal shall forward the petition and accompanying documents to the other state's information agency or responding tribunal. Okay, so continuing with shit I didn't know that I should have known. Sometimes when it's a matter of discretion, sometimes when they may not order it. The only times they may not order it is when it's like a town, village, or city court, and the person is, there's certain situations where, of course, I fucking forgot already, so I'll have to go over that too.
I'm totally guessing. What is it?
Proceed. The death shall be noted on the record, and the action shall continue.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yep.
So, oh my God, I just can't.
All right, ready for the next one I got wrong?
All right, fine.
A third-party defendant.
Okay.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm sorry. A third-party. A defendant serving a third-party complaint shall be known as what? No, I knew this answer, but I just fucking got it wrong.
Is there multiple choice?
Yeah, the choices are, so it says a defendant serving a third-party complaint shall be known as, and the choices are a stakeholder, an intervener, a third-party plaintiff, or a third-party defendant.
I don't even know. Is it third party? Is it stakeholder? I don't fucking know. I have no idea.
It's third-party plaintiff.
Oh my God, I was going to say that at first, and then I was like, no, it can't be that.
I picked intervener, but an intervener is one who interposes in it, like intervenes on his own initiative.
Oh my God, I completely knew it wasn't stakeholder. I don't even know why I said that.
Yeah, well, that's why I was like, why? I know it's not intervener because I know what implead means. But all right, let's keep going. A third-party defendant responds to the claim asserted against him by serving what?
Oh, what? A third party? What's with the third party people?
This is all these questions. And here's the worst part about this is that I fucking know this answer too, and I still got it wrong. The question is, a third-party defendant responds to the claim against him by serving what? And the choices are a notice of defense, a reply, a third-party response, or an answer.
Okay, so if is the third-party defendant?
Yeah, how does he respond to the claim served again? I have this little story going right now.
If it's a third-party defendant, that would make it also the plaintiff, right? Or no?
That makes it the third-party plaintiff. I'm looking for, what is the document called that he...
Is it a reply?
It's an answer.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I don't feel so bad that I got all these wrong now, because at least you're getting them wrong too.
Oh my God! Well, I get everything wrong, so I'm not really the person to ask. I bet you could have gotten those right.
Oh my God! Okay, so let me see. This is
CPLR. Oh my God! I'm about to get out of my car.
Okay, so let me see.
What is this guy doing? Can you go? Like, why are you trying to get into the next lane? All right, sorry. I know you're recording.
That's all right. That's okay. Okay, so let me see if I can go to the other ones that I didn't get right.
Fuck. Oh my God. Is anything that you just said, do you think that would be on the test?
I don't know. I was like so pissed because I was like,
really
how am I getting all these fucking wrong?
That's really confusing with the third party stuff. I really don't understand that. I hope that's not on the test because I'm getting it wrong. What? Can you see that question again?
Yes. An answer to a third party complaint is served on who?
The third party defendant.
No, because the third party defendant is the one serving it.
Oh my God, that's right.
Do you want the choices?
All right, sure.
Stakeholder.
Oh my God.
Which has nothing to do with this. And then it could be more than one of these. It says the plaintiff or the third party plaintiff.
The plaintiff and the third party plaintiff?
Yeah, it's both of them.
Oh my God, and the stakeholder needs to leave. It just reminds me of that guy that was at Panera. He needed to leave, and he was a stakeholder. stakeholder.
Oh my God.
Oh God. Okay.
Within blank days after service of a notice to produce documents or to submit to a physical or mental examination, a party who objects to complying may serve a response stating the particular reasons for objections. And how many days after service does he have to do it?
Object. Is it like a weird number?
Nope.
Is it 10 days?
It's 20 days.
Oh, I was gonna guess 20 days.
Oh, good. Yeah. Make sure in civil you just guess 20 days.
Oh, I should just guess 20 days. Oh my God.
Okay, here's another question I literally just read about and I didn't know it until like yesterday. If a specific person is requested to be produced for a deposition and a different person is going to be produced instead, how many days notice do they have to give that a different person is going to be produced?
Holy shit.
And I'll give you a hint, it's not 20 days.
Is it 10 days?
Yes! Oh my God, you knew that?
I just guessed.
Oh, it's 10 days.
It's 10 days.
It's 10 days.
So if they like call, like, if they like say like they want somebody from like a store or something or whatever, I don't know, and then they have like somebody else come there to do the deposition, it would be 10 days to tell them that somebody else is doing it? Okay.
Yes, I totally didn't know that until like very recently.
I didn't even hear that. I just guessed completely.
Okay, so here's another one I didn't know until recently. The party that issues a subpoena ducis tecum shall at the same time serve a copy of the subpoena ducis tecum on all the other parties, and then within how many days after compliance therewith, give each party a notice that the items have been produced and they're available for inspection and copying. 5 days. So I didn't know that one.
All right.
3 days is like the notice in the deposition for objecting to the form of the written questions.
Oh God.
Okay, so to serve the subpoena ducis tecum, you have to give 20 days for them, okay? But then when they comply with the subpoena ducis tecum, you have to give the other parties notice within 5 days of receiving it.
I don't care. These people probably think I'm nuts. I don't even care. We're not moving. Hold on. Oh, I'm not going anywhere, so it doesn't matter. Okay, all right. Go on. Sorry.
Okay, no. Listen to this.
Hold on.
After commencement of a blank action, so after I'm looking for what type of action. Is it personal injury? Is it what kind of action?
Okay.
Upon motion brought by either party, upon such notice to the other party that court shall direct, so by order to show cause. So either party can make an order to show cause, and on notice to the non-party and the other party, the court may order the non-party, so someone who has nothing to do with the case, to respond to written interrogatories about financial information.
In what time? Wait.
What?
Oh my God. Interrogatories?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. I was thinking wrongful death, but I don't know why they would need interrogatories for that.
No, it's not.
So.
You want me to give you
I'm not going with
choices? Or a matrimonial action.
Well, they have interrogatories at matrimonial.
Mm-hmm.
No. And what was the other ones? One was
Med mal.
med mal. Would they ask interrogatory? Oh yeah. Don't they ask the doctors and then they have like 3 times like?
But remember, this is on a non-party.
Oh, a non-party. Oh, the property thing? Because it would be non-party.
Yeah.
A non-part. The property thing? Is that right?
It's a matrimonial action.
A matrimonial?
Yeah, and actually...
Yeah, because what if somebody's hiding money?
Exactly. I didn't even think about it like that, and that's why I got the question wrong. And what's fucked up is I made these questions back in like 2011, and I didn't remember any of the answers to them. Yeah, because he's honestly helped a lot. In fact, like...
Oh, but we love Dan.
Once he explained the empower the court, now every time I see May, I'm like, oh, they're empowering the court, but not mandating them.
That's true. That was a very good. He's really smart.
He's really brilliant. I think he should be a judge.
He's really smart. Maybe he will be.
Yeah, and he's like he's got like the right temperament. Like he fits the profile.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Extension of time to plead. All right? This is
Okay.
another question I made back then and fucking forgot the answer. Okay. Service of a notice of motion before service of a pleading responsive to the cause of action sought to be dismissed extends the time to serve the pleading until how many days after service of the notice of entry of the order?
Oh my God.
Now, I
How
think
many
Angela and I have this in a video somewhere.
Repeat that.
Okay. So this is called extension of time to plead. So if a party makes a motion to
Oh my God,
dismiss,
is it 20 days?
hold on, let me finish the question.
Okay.
If a party makes a motion to dismiss and the motion is denied, okay, so the motion to dismiss is denied.
Okay.
Okay. Now I'm the plaintiff, right? So I get Leah Sophia makes a motion to dismiss. They lose. I serve notice of entry of the order denying their motion on them. How many days do they have to respond?
Is it 10 days?
Yes! Yes! You fucking knew it!
Oh my
Yay!
God. I remember from your video.
Oh my God, I can't believe you knew that. Oh my God, that's great.
That's from your video.
I totally forgot about it. Okay.
Oh, because I watched that video 100 times.
Oh my God. Okay.
That's probably not even going to be on the test.
Oh, probably not because we just fucking knew it. But you know what? Let me ask you a harder question then. Okay. I'm gonna ask you some attachment questions.
Oh God.
Okay.
I don't know anything except about the freaking undertaking.
I hope that's the question so bad. Okay. So this is called grounds for attachment. Okay. Now, I want to know which is true. So I'm going to give you some that are false, and I'm going to give you some that are true.
Okay.
All right? So after every single one, you're going to say true or false.
Okay.
So now, first, let me give you the preamble. An order of attachment may be granted in any action except a matrimonial action where the plaintiff has demanded and would be entitled, in whole or in part, or in the alternative, to a money judgment against one or more defendants when,
Okay.
1, the defendant is a non-domiciliary residing without the state or is a foreign corporation who is qualified to do business in the state. True or false?
True.
False!
False. What?
He has to be not qualified to do business in the state.
Oh fuck. All right.
Yeah.
God.
Okay, because it makes sense. Because if he was qualified to do business in the state, then he probably could be, you probably wouldn't need attachment.
Okay. I have a fucking really crazy question.
Okay.
I don't even know what an attachment thing is.
Oh, let me explain to you. Basically, an attachment is if somehow there's some property, okay, in the state. All right, so there's some property in the state,
Okay.
and the plaintiff is not able to do personal service, okay, for whatever reason.
Okay. So now that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So remember in CPLR Article 3, they say like the defendant uses, owns real property in the state,
Yeah.
and that's the basis of jurisdiction. So the court has jurisdiction, but they can't get jurisdiction without some kind of attachment. Okay.
Okay.
That's as far as I know. All right. So they don't need, and this is what it says exactly. This is my note here. There's never a need for jurisdictional attachment when a foreign corporation has obtained a certificate of authority to do business in New York. Okay. It was eliminated as archaic and unnecessary.
So, what's an example of that? Like Amazon?
Well, Amazon's qualified to do business in New York. So, I got one. Okay, so there's like the place that I buy weed from in California.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's called like green something or like green like medicine or some shit like that. Okay, they don't have the authority to do business in New York because they sell recreational weed or something. I'm totally making this up. But let's say that the company, for some reason, owns a warehouse because they're thinking, oh, you know what? New York is eventually going to legalize it, and then we'll move in there and we'll worry about getting, the right to do business there. So they own a warehouse, like in, Brooklyn. So I want to sue them, but I can't get jurisdiction over them because they don't do business in the state. They're not a national distributor. So I can't get jurisdiction over them unless it's based upon the fact that they own real property. Okay. So the only way that I can get jurisdiction on them is that I have to get this order of attachment, and then the sheriff will levy upon that warehouse.
Okay.
And then once there's an order of attachment on like a levy on that warehouse, the court has jurisdiction. And then there's a very, very important thing, and I made it a test question because my dad didn't have it. It's when there's a levy upon property, because you couldn't get jurisdiction for whatever reason. You couldn't get jurisdiction because they were non-domiciliary or they were without the state or something like that. Licensed stupid. Oh, I really kind of want to find that so I can When jurisdiction is based upon an attachment of property, and this is an accelerated judgment application for a default judgment. When jurisdiction is based upon an attachment of property, the affidavit must state that an order of attachment has been granted in the action. That an order of attachment granted in the action has been levied on the defendant's property, describe the property, state the value. I think that's it. Oh, and it's got to be made by the party unless there was a verified complaint, then it can be, or it was by the state, then it can be an applicable attorney or something, or the appropriate attorney.